Baldur's Gate 3 has one of the hardest decisions in gaming to make before you even start your journey. Creating your character. Majority of BG3 players will spend hours upon hours perfecting and crafting their playable character from scratch to make it exactly how they want before venturing forth into their epic journeys. In the latest panel from how Larios Studios showed us more features we have yet to see in early access revolving around the character creation screens. In this video, we'll go through some of the highlights that they showed us to help you get your options ready for your character now, so when the full game is released on August 3rd, you are ready to create your character and get straight in to Act 1. And we're not going to talk about the bear sex scene at all because we already spoke about that in another video. If you want to watch it, I'll put a picture on the screen. Go watch that video and laugh at all the homophobic idiots in the Reddit comments and or the YouTube comments. I'm even getting YouTube comments now of people being homophobic. Listen, go watch that video if you want to diss the homophobic people. Gay pride. Let's be having ya. So the first piece of information that we can see is all the facial features that you can change to fine-tune your character. We have stuff like maturity, if you want an older or younger character. And a lot of people was wondering if this is actually going to be in the full release as well, because some people want to play that older, more burly and gruff and rough older sort of character, and then some people might want to play a younger, new to journeying sort of character. So you have that option with the maturity. You also have freckle quantity and intensity to decide how much freckles you want. And there's also vitiligo pigmentation. Hopefully I said that correctly. Again, just to fine details to really fine-tune exactly how you want your character to look. For the tieflings, they showed off the horns. Of course, the biggest thing for a tiefling is their horn. You have a small selection of horns to choose from, and then you have two colors that you can choose from. The main horn color, and then you also have the tipped horn color as well. So you can have a little dual color, a little two-tone Malone horn on top of your head. Moving on to the drow, they showed off the different scarring you can have on your faces. And again, all of these little fine details all blend together to make your perfect character overall. These little details, these fine details do not go amiss in the overall character development. One of the most important aspects of your character may be their hairstyle, and Larios Studios have thankfully added a lot more hairstyles from early access that we originally had. Variation is so nice when it comes to hairstyles. One of my main things with character creations is their hair and how you can customize their hair. As you can see down below, we have the hair color, the highlights, and the graying effect as well. So again, it really blends in. If you have an old character, they may have more gray styled hair and tones in their coloring of their hairstyle. They may have shorter hair, longer hair, whatever. Depending on what type of character you actually are, whether you're a human or an elf or whatever, you may also have different hairstyles for your character. And it's nice to see them add overall more styles in from early access. To pair with the hair is the facial hair, and they've added more beards as well. You have some funny beards, some serious beards, some big beards, some short beards, and again, adds all into your whole character development. If your character would have a beard, you have the options for it right there. From hair to body, there are also different body types. Now, this wasn't in early access. A lot of people was hoping that it would be involved in the full release, where you can change your body type. So you could be, you know, small and scrawny. If you're a rogue character, you might be a bit skinnier to, you know, be more nimble and quiet. If you're a barbarian, you might be big and massive. So when you go into a raid, you really have the power and the oomph behind your axe swinging down. There's even a tab for body art, which allows for not only piercings, but also face tattoos as well. So if you're half orc, you may be covered in face tattoos and piercings and all little bits and bobs around your face. If you're not a fan of that, obviously, again, you don't have to have it. But the options there are super, super nice to just fully evolve the character creation and make sure that your character does not look the exact same as every other half orc or drow or whatever around Baldur's Gate. And then we move on to the race that I am most excited for. This is the race that we are going to be playing for our full playthrough on this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, in the full release, the Dragonborn has been announced. You get full customization over the entirety of your Dragonborn look. From the face to the crest on top to the chins to the jaws, all of your facial construction is up to you. You can mix and match all these different options together to really fine-tune your Dragonborn to exactly how you would like it. There's even an option down there, which I didn't see on the live panel, but I've just seen it now. There's an option for genitals, which is set to default. I don't know if they actually turn that on or off. We'll have a look, but interesting. You can choose all of these different skin colors too. It gives you the default spectrum of skin colors, but then you can click on all skin colors, and you have literally any color you could imagine under the sun. You can be that color. And there's actually a cool thing about Dragonborn. You can be two colors in one. So some of the tones have this special, like, metallic, glossy sort of look. That white tone right there, as you can see, has like a metallic sort of like pinky, purpley undertone vibes to it. So you can mix and match the colors and have like an undertone metallic shine if you want that on your scales, or you can go for that dark matte black look. And it's insane, the detailing of the Dragonborn. The bodies look incredible. They went into such detail of the Dragonborns. I cannot wait to get started. Another cool little feature, as a man that has heterochromia, you can now have heterochromia. So you can have 2 different colored eyeballs. You can have a red and a blue, a green and a yellow, a black and a white. You can have whatever you want. 2 different colored eyeballs. Also, if you want to be an even more badass Dragonborn than just a normal Dragonborn, if you be a sorcerer with the Dragon Ancestry path, you then also have the Draconic Ancestry scales on top of your Dragonborn scales. So depending if you're, you know, red for fire, black for acid, lightning, whatever, those colored scales will add onto your scales. So you add, you know, walking around Baldur's Gate, everyone knows what path you are on, what clan you're part of, and who not to mess with. Another nice addition that wasn't in early access is when you're selecting your class now, because a lot of people aren't familiar with what the classes are, and instead of reading about it, you can now see it visually. They've added a little visual stimuli for whenever you click on the class will perform, you know, whether it's magic or have a sword or bring up like vines to show that they're earth or whatever. They will show you what the class is, as well as giving you information in text to read on it as well. I think that's a lovely touch, because Baldur's Gate 3, I mean, I've been a Baldur's Gate fan for ages. I know a bit about D&D and stuff, but some people might not know about D&D. Some people might not know about the specific classes. So giving a visual aid is super, super helpful and really cool looking. Now, there was so much more that Larian Studios showed at the panel from Hell, but a lot of them are spoilers and story-based and different stuff like that. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. I just wanted to keep this video strictly about character creation. So in the comments of this video, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what class and race and sub-race are you going to play as in Baldur's Gate 3. Our full playthrough is going to be a Dragonborn, but we've still not decided the class. So if you have a favorite class that you want to see our Dragonborn play as, again, let me know in the comments down below. And a full playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be on this channel. It's all I'm going to be playing for months, so expect a lot of Baldur's Gate videos on this channel. That's why I wanted to make this short video too. I just want more BG3 content in general on the channel, so we can get a BG3 audience and move away, not move away, but just have a BG3 audience as well as our current sports audience. I like them guys as well, but don't tell them, you know, I want a BG3 audience, because BG3 is my most anticipated game of my life. So that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you have enjoyed and learned something. I'm excited to hear what you guys are going to make with your first character. I'm excited to see what you guys want us to be for our first character of our playthrough as well. And happy venturing forth into BG3. I've been Harry TV, also known as RunesKid. Much as always, take care and peace.